Texas, a look at the city lights of Big D, Dallas. It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at San Antonio. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
You know, Greg, if they win the first 2 games of the series, they're not looking for a split. I mean, at that point, they're thinking about a sweep. They can take the next step toward that tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Murray in at the point. Count the bucket.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
And so here is Dallas. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
San Antonio on defense. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Yeah, it was a major factor in the ball game. I mean, the more turnovers they caused, the more shaky those guys got with the ball.
And the shot is good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Billy Donovan. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, will see how successful they are.
Thank you, Doris. Here's the screen. Hicks on a screen. Here's Nowitzki. It's good. Great play set up by Barea.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Crowder with the steal. Barea with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Hicks in a screen. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Barea. The pass to Hickson. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's the Professor, guarded by Green. The Professor passes to Barea. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the screen. Here's Nowitzki. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
a huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
The Mavericks trailing. And here's Berea. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top three-point shooting wingman in the league. Fifth best, Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into it. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Now here's Crowder, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Berea, trailing by 2, down low, 5 on the clock. Here's Nowitzki, rebounded by the Spurs. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Murray, picks and covering. They set the screen. Here's Dedmon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Now here's Nowitzki. 9 points last game. Now Berea. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Leonard. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. And so I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Amir Johnson's checked in for Hickson. Aminu comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Anderson in for Jay Crowder.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Gasol dishes to Murray. Passes to Leonard. Aldridge with a screen on Anderson. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Here's Gasol, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Berea. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Anderson has it in the corner. Johnson, the pass to Anderson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Johnson's shot is off. Spurs leading by 6. There's Green with the 3. The rebound by Anderson. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Berea with it. Leonard picks him up. Anderson against Gasol. Dishes to Johnson. And stolen by Aldridge. Back to Leonard. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Here's Murray in the game against New Orleans. Very impressive. Outside, Green. Green missing again.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Baseline try. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Jones checked in for the professor. Spurs leading by 4. Here is Forbes. We've got 1:48 left in the first. Hands it from downtown. Forbes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. There's the dish to Aminu. It's good. Great play set up by Barea.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Simmons. And that is good. Simmons got his first points of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
It's his first trip to the line.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Kicks it to Barea. Takes a 3. That is good.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Simmons dishes to Forbes. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dirk.
When I first got here, you know, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. You know, to be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Pau Gasol. Be out there with Anderson. And it's Simmons in at the 2. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Spurs.
Kevin, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, their production at the line has been spectacular. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Well done by these guys of late.
Here's the professor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. There's a good screen. The kick out to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Forbes has got 5 now. Mavericks trail by 7. Correa with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, and he gets it to go.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Here's Simmons. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans. And that one's good.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to the professor. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hickson's checked in. San Antonio on defense. Nowitzki kicks to Crowder. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Crowder's got 6 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Nowitzki. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Crowder with it. Leonard picks him up. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Hickson. And the rejection by Leonard. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Up top, Correa. He has 5. Nowitzki a screen. From 11 feet away. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Correa's got 7 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Murray, the pass to Green. He feeds it to Dedmon. They set the pick. Murray kicks to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. 9 feet out. And the jumper falls for him. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A three from Leonard. Right side Aldridge. Nowitzki with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Nowitzki leading the charge.
And a chance to check out stats for Barea. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Third in steals. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And, you know, it's his lightning-quick hands that have made him one of the best at taking the ball away from opponents. He's also got excellent anticipation. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Feeds it to Murray. He dishes it to Leonard. Fires from the corner. The basket drops. He gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Dallas. And San Antonio also making a switch. Pau Gasol is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Mavericks trail by 9. Poke loose. In transition, here come the Spurs. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Clock at 4. Here's Crowder. No good with the triple.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Dallas. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Here's Jones. And again, unable to change momentum here. Outside, Green. Gasol setting the pick for Green. And it's Gasol penetrating. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Barea. He's covered by Murray. The baseline J. And he gets the jumper to drop. Barea's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Green kicks to Gasol. Outside Leonard. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. That is good, and the Spurs lead has got down to 11 on the bucket from Aminu. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Murray to the paint. Here's Aldridge, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Dallas making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. He comes in for D, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's foul number 2 for him. Anderson against Green. Now, here's Aminu. Not a lot of room. Misses off the left iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Gasol. No luck. Excellent D that time from Jones. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. The professor's got his first points in this one.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Inside. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Terrence Jones.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
On the wing, Green. The good-looking shot from the wing. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's their third straight make-off and assist.
Great ball movement.
Now the feed to Jones. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. And that one's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Leonard with no one around. Goes back up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 9. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Jones. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Now the pass to Simmons. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Simmons got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
The professor passes to Jones. One second left. Misses from short range. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's San Antonio up by 11.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was very positive for. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Jay Crowder out there with Nowitzki. Then there's the professor. Then there's J.J. Barea. And it's Hickson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
A chance here to take a look at where the Mavericks rank in the NBA currently. 6th in steals, 10th in blocks. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
Spurs leading by 9. Murray dishes to Dedmon. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Stripped it away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Green leading the charge. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Uncovered. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 10 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Now here's Barea. He's covered by Murray. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Barea.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Nowitzki a screen. 14 feet away. Barea, no good. Spurs leading by 13. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the left wing. Here's Nowitzki. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. He kicks it to Dedmon. And he comes off the screen and slams it through. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Barea. 11 points in the game. Kicks in a screen. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Off target with his three.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Dishes to Crowder. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
It's stolen by Hickson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Barea. Another three for Dallas.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Leonard, and he slams it one-handed.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pass to the professor. And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nowitzki a screen. Dallas moving the ball around. It's stolen by Green.
Well, that was really a gift there. A nice steal, but probably a pass that shouldn't have been made in the first place.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And that one's good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Murray kicks to Green. The wide open look here for Aldridge. Hickson grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hickson a screen. Now here's Berea. He's guarded closely. Banked in off the glass. San Antonio leading by 14. Now Murray. He's got 6.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Berea with it. Leonard picks him up. Berea kicks to Nowitzki. It's good. Great play set up by Berea. Berea's got his 8th assist in the game. The dish to Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Green. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Berea, the pass to Nowitzki. And stolen by Aldridge. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Here's the professor. Nowitzki a screen. And he was fouled in the end of shooting. Chance
to take it to